Okay, this second memory card. I'm still on what I'm calling the west third as opposed to the north or south third. And again, this one I believe is newer than the roof on the south third. Vent flashings are showing signs of age. I would estimate them to be in the 8 to 12-year-old frame, because that's typically when I see damage. Like the newer roof on the north third, installation's a little sloppy, but many that I look at are, and they perform. That is, they keep the water out. Oh, I have company. Tar along this area. Why? I don't know, but it's not good workmanship. So in this section, I see no real issues as far as it performing as it should. Now, this is where things get uglier. North side of the north third. As you can see more of the breakaway shingles. This has clearly been patched. They put another shingle in, but why? Nails are overdriven. Nothing wrong with these shingles as far as being able to utilize them. Installation defects. Nails are overdriven, were overdriven, and they're placed too high. You can see that nail hole is above this. It should actually have clipped and held that, in addition to how high that one is. Placement. One should be grabbing it here, driven through this shingle. One should grab it here, driven through this shingle only. The next one, through this shingle into the top of this one, would be holding it right here. And then the final nail, which has been omitted, would be right here. So now, given this, roof leaks, possible, but that felt paper acts as a backup. It keeps the water out. Now, it's not going to last. It's not going to do that long term. The sun's going to eat this asphalt up. It's very thin. This is 15-pound felt paper. It's just its weight. 15 and 30. 15 is acceptable. Some manufacturers don't even require the felt paper. It acts as a slip sheet, allows the shingles to expand and contract with temperature and move without rubbing on the wood. It's good practice. I've read recently some manufacturers' installation instructions who don't require it. Vent flashings here appear to be in good shape. If I had to hang my hat on something, north third and center third, 8 to 10 years old probably. And that's based on majority of the flashings being okay, but some failure being noted. I began to see those flashings fail at 8 to 12 years of age, like this. Then water can get in past that flashing, that rubber. You see, it's no longer supple or pliable. Broke right off. It's brittle. Hard plastic lasts a long time. There's a hole. What do I see for repairs? A few minor repairs. a couple hours for one laborer over there and it's done. Flashing repair on the other side of that parapet, a couple hours. Properly flashed, you wouldn't see that. And it could be the flashing's okay, but someone just said let's smear tar on it. That's a very common mindset. So unless they have a leak here, I don't see any need for it. If there is a leak, the only way I could repair it, if you could even contract me to, which I won't do that, would be to remove the flashing, reinstall it properly. Then you won't see any sealant other at the top edge of the step flashing, which is let into the brick, and I've confirmed that that is the case here. It's let into the brick. In other words, there's an L-shaped small leg at the top of that step that sticks into the mortar of the brick. When embedded in the sealant, there's just no way for water to get behind it, so that it can get, that water could ever get behind the L-shaped flashing that's under the shingles, running up behind the step or counter flashing. It's a redundant system in essence. So a little bit of repair, a little bit of repair, no repair. This could be dealt with, as can those two areas here. Problem is, if you repair that, when, or no way to know when or if it's going to occur again in other areas. What I believe happened was the laborer who was installing them had the depth of the gauge on the gun set too deep. In other words, when he fired the gun, that nail blew through deeper than it should and tore right through the shingle, or enough that 8-10 years later it's beginning to have an effect. And generally that's going to be the same setting through the whole system. So in theory, this could continue. Two ways to deal with it. And I'm not even talking about warranty or going back on whoever did it originally. Number one, pay somebody to come up here and spend an afternoon, a long day at worst, repairing the areas where it's broke free. It's really more like an afternoon for two men, long day for one guy. And you go on with life. Or tear it all off, put it back on, and you do it right. So that ends the video.